and stuff. So, I mean, obviously we have to watch the tape, see how everything went. But I know that Nebraska was a big physical line up front, and it was a tough, hard-fought game, and they weren't getting a ton of yards inside until the end there. So, I definitely think there's a lot of promise for the future for this group.
What about Drew Ott, Faith, Jaleel, those guys? What have you seen?
Well, Drew's a guy that I roomed with in camp, and he's became like a friend. I try to kind of take him under my wing a little bit. Drew's a guy that I'm hoping to get a half bull off of his dad's farm, but I don't know. I keep trying to tell him, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But he's going to be a heck of a football player, and I'm really interested to see how things go for him in the future. I told him if he doesn't turn out into a stud, then I've failed. But no, he's a heck of a player. And then Faith and Jaleel, obviously, you look at them physically, and they pass that test, and they're both very physical guys, and have showed a lot as young guys. I think your first year, you're kind of as I remember back to it, you're kind of in a whirlwind. Everything's moving so fast, you almost barely remember it. I don't remember much. All I remember is I got my butt kicked a lot more than those guys did. So, I think you'll see some good things out of them as well.
It seemed like defensively, you guys were at more of a comfort level once you settled in on who was going to be out there. Which 11 guys you were going to go with, because after that first series, you pretty much kept their offense in check.
I think part of that was they came out and they had a good game plan, and they stuffed the ball down our throats in that first series. And then there is a little bit of that settling in, and obviously as a defense you want to start fast, and we didn't really start that fast. We got off the field and we held them to a field goal, but they did march the ball down the field on us, and I think that. Definitely just kind of getting into the flow of the game, getting an understanding of what they're trying to do to us, what they're trying to attack us, making the sideline adjustments and stuff like that. That makes a difference, and I think that definitely helped us as the game went on.
You talked about how they were wanting to run the ball down. So, how much of the difference did it make when they put Rex Burkhead in there at running back in the second half, as opposed to say when you guys are just going up against Amir Abdul?
Well, he's a tough runner. I think the other guy is as well, Abdul. I think they're both great backs. Talented backs, and we didn't know who we were going to see. We thought we'd probably see Burkhead, as things were tight, and I don't think they were going to keep that guy on the bench. But, that guy's a tough runner, man. He's a tough tackle, and they both were. But you credit him the way he runs. He runs hard. And he gets the yards he's going to get. For sure.
I know, obviously, the season wasn't what you were hoping it would be for your senior year. But after going through something like this, what do you take away that you feel is going to maybe benefit you and just in life as you go down the road?
I think my high school coach was really big on teaching life lessons through football. Coach Chuck Kyle, he's one of him and Coach Ferentz, certainly. Guys that I look as role models, and you look at life and how sometimes things don't always go your way, and you can't control everything. Being able to kind of forge ahead when things aren't going very well, or when everything's going the wrong way, and you're going to try to push forward. Football is it repeatedly teaches you these lessons in life. It teaches you the resiliency, the persistence to keep moving forward that you need in life, because sometimes it's not always going to work out. You may get laid off from your job, or you have family troubles, or somebody dies in the family. God forbid. It's just there's a lot of things that tend to happen, and those things are all things that are more severe than losing a football game. But it puts you in a position to kind of learn how to kind of take that past and put it behind you and move forward.